Hello friends, welcome back to another video of this channel. In the last video, we learned how to make a simple login window using Pyqt5. Here in the screen, you can see the window we have made in the earlier video. And this video is the part 2 of the previous video. Here we will learn how to make the backend code using Python and validate the login process. So let's get started. So first of all, to make this project successful, we need these files and folders. As in the earlier video I discussed that we need a icon folder where all the icons are stored so that it can be used in the user interface later. Okay, so another file is necessary is the login data. It is a database file where I already made one user and one password so that we can test it and validate the login process using the Python. So how to make this login database is another topic. So I will make another video with that because this is a totally complete different tutorial will be there for the database. Okay. Also one main code will be there so that we can connect this user interface with the Python backend program and validate the user login process. So let us open the previous design file. This is the design file. As you can see, it's same as the previous video. But you need to make sure that all these elements that will be required in the runtime should be named properly. So like this is username field. So we have to put some name here so that in the Python code we will call using this name. So any username I put it there. You can put any name, but make sure you can remember this, and in the code you have to write down the same thing. And this one is the LE password. This will be used for the password, and this is for the login button. BTN login. BTN means button. So this is the naming convention. So it will be easier to understand when we can write in the Python code that this is a button. So that's why it's BTN. You can make your own. There is no issue with that. Okay. So everything is done in the user interface. Now we have to make the code so that we can connect this interface. So for this, let us open the VS Studio Code. You can use any other coding software, no issue with that. I can use VS Studio there. Okay, so in the main code, nothing is written. Now first what we have to make, first let me make this bigger so that you can see properly. So first of all, we have to link the user interface with our Python code. This is our first target. So how we can link? So for this we need some libraries that will help us. So the first library is Pyqt5. From Pyqt5, Pyqt5.qt widget. Import main window. We need a main window, and another is QMain application. So main window and Q application. These are the these are the two class or you can say object we need to link the interface with the programming code. Okay. So first we need to make the main window class main window. Main window class. So it is Q main window. Sorry, this should be Q main window and Q application. It is Q main window is the parent of this class. Okay, so now we have to make the initialization. So So this code is for the initialization of this class. But after that we need to load the user interface, that this user interface. Okay, this user interface name is main page.ui. To load this interface, we have to call another library that is already inbuilt in the Pyqt5. So from Pyqt5 dot UIC import load UI. This load UI function will be used to load the UI. So here we can put load UI and our UI name. Our UI name is main page. So one thing to keep in mind that this main page.ui I can write here because the main page.ui is in the same path. You can say in the root path. But if it is inside some folder like UI and then inside that folder this should be removed. So then you have to provide the full path like UI slash main windows.ui. Like that you have to make a proper path so that the Python program can locate this file and load this. Let me delete this folder because this is not necessary now. So load UI and now save. So this is in the main class, and now we have to create the application app equals to Q application. So application instance is created, and inside this we have to write sys.arg. So now we can see sys is having error because we did not call it. So we need to make import sys. Okay. After that our application object is created. Now we have to make our main window. So we can make a main window or window equals to the main window class should be initialized. So this main window is this main window class. Okay. So after that we need to show the window. So window dot show. After that sys dot exit app dot exec. So this one is the simple format to link any user interface created by Pyqt5 and show it through the Python code. So now let's run the program and see if everything is done properly. So it should show the window we have already made. So now you can see the Windows is running from the Python code. So if I put anything here and press the login button, nothing will happen because we did not make any coding for that. We just show the window here. Okay. Also you can see now if you change anything in the interface, any color or anything, in the code you don't need to do anything. It will be directly reflected. So this is the easiest way you can link any window. You can see now this color is changed and save it and here run the program again. So you will see the updated version will be shown here. See how easy is that. Okay, so let me make it green again and save it. Okay, so our main Windows is already linked with the Python code. Now we can make a function that will be called when we press this login button. And what will be the purpose of this login button? When we press the login button, our database that have the username and the password, we need to fetch that from the dataset and compare with the value present in this username and this password. If both matches, then okay, login will be okay, and if not match, then it will say that invalid credential or login failed. We can show a message about that. Let's do that. So to make that first, we need to make a function when the button will be clicked. So for that, we need to know self because the self is the main window, and we need to know the name of this button. So this button name is login button login. So you have to write exactly the same. So self dot login button login dot click dot connect, and inside the bracket you need to make any function name. Authorize, I can give the function name as authorize. So now the authorize function is not declared. You have to declare it here. If authorize save, then you can make just pass. Or for the checking, you can say print authorize button pressed. Sorry, not authorized button. Login button pressed. You can run it. So if I press the login button now, you can see login button press written here. So every time I press it, it will print. So this button is perfectly working. So now whatever process we have to make, we can write inside this process with this authorize function, and this will be executed after login is finished. So first we need to get the data from this and this line edit element. So what is written here, we need to fetch that first. So how to do that? So let's make a variable username equals to self dot this element, or you can say this line edit name is any username. So we can copy from here and put here. And to get the text, we need to just press the dot text and then a bracket, because this is a function, it will return you the text written on that particular line edit function, line edit element. So for password, self dot here, from here you need to get the password also, any password dot text. So now we have successfully fetched the username and the password from the interface. Now our work is to compare this with the database. So before that, let me show you the database once. So this is the database. You can see there is a table named login info, and inside the login info, one user is registered, Nazibul.ali, and the password is 123456. So if anybody write here Nazibul.ali and then 123456 and then login, it should show login successful. So let us make that. Okay, so for this we need another library that is called SQLite. Import SQLite 3. So this SQLite 3 will help us to fetch the data from the saved data from the database. So how can I do that? For this we need to first create a connection. So connection equals to SQLite 3 dot connect, and inside the bracket we need to provide the database path with the database name. So here path is, as you can see in the same, so we can just provide the login data dot db, but obviously this will be in string format. Okay, so login data dot db is our database. So now this connection will connect to this database, and after that we need to make a cursor equals to connection dot cursor. So this cursor will fetch the data from this login data. So for this we need a command that can be fetched, that can be used to fetch the. So command is, or SQLite command, as you know, is always in a string format. Okay, so select star means everything, you can just get everything. Select star from the table name, you need to know. Here is the table name login info. So login info. So let's start from table name login info. Okay. Now you have to execute the command. To execute the command, you have to press cursor.execute and inside the bracket you have to put the command. So command is executed. Now cursor have the values that it get fetched from the login database DB. So values can be captured in a variable named rows equal to cursor dot fetch all. So it will fetch all the data, and from this data now rows have the all information. So if the database is empty or not, we can check with if rows. If rows means if there is some rows, then this will be executed. If not, then there will be no data, it's empty database. So if rows, we can see row equals to row 0 as row equals to row 0. As you can see, we have only one data enter here, so we can take the first row and compare the values from the first row. So in the row, you can see there are two values. So this is index 0, this is index 1, the column index. So if I take the index 0, it will be the username. If I take the index 1, it will be the password. Okay. So now how can we check the username and password is matching or not? So we can compare. If our username that is given in the line edit is equals to the username that is present already in the login database. So how can I do that? So row of 0. This is the username that is present in the database. And at the same time, password is equals to row of 1. If this condition satisfied, we can say login successful. So how we can show the login is successful? For that, we can make a function that will show us some message, pop-up message. So show message, we can make it self, and for this we need a message queue message box library from Pyqt5. From Pyqt5, not QIC. The queue message box is in Qt widgets. Qt widgets. Pyqt5.qt widgets. Import queue message box. Pyqt5.qt is input queue message box. This queue message box will help us to pop up a message and tell the user about the login process. So message box equals to queue message box. We can initiate the queue message box object here. And then we can put some standard button. So message box dot set standard button. Queue message box okay. So it will show you only OK option. Queue message box dot OK. This O is bigger. Okay. I can say smaller. Okay. Okay. Also queue message box dot set icon. The icon will be set as an information. So you can set critical or any alarm type message. There are a lot of more options, but you can say critical option is also there. But we will use information. Queue message box dot information. And after that, we have to set the text what message it should display to the user. So message box dot set text, but here it should be dynamic. So you can press text here, and this text you can take from the user. When the user calling the function, you can take it as an argument. So this text will be pressed here, and to display the message you need to last press message box dot exec underscore. This one is the full code to make any pop-up message in Pyqt5. Okay. So we are here. If username and the password is matching, so now we can just call this function self.showMessage. What message we want to show? That login success. Okay. And if not, what we can see, self.showMessage login failed. Let's run it and check. If everything is okay, it should work perfectly. So now we have the login window. Let's press multiple.ali and here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Press the login. You can see there is some error that I was wondering about. So this okay is not recognized. It should be okay, capital O. Okay. Run it again. Ali 1 2 3 4 5 6. Login. Another error came. We need to check what's the error. So queue message box dot icon argument one expected type built-in method. Queue message box dot set icon. Let me check what is the problem here. Oh, this information is capital I. Queue message box dot information. Let me run it again. Okay, 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now you can see login success here. So if we put any other username or any other password, it's a login failed. Okay. So as you can see, it's working perfectly. So if you want in future you need more than one login, you need to make more username and password, and in the main code you have to just change this row 0 and look through all this username and password, and you can make it like that for row in rows. Okay, for row in rows. Now this should be there, and once we get the login success we can break. We don't need to check more. Okay. Now let me insert more data here. Really nice. And the password 5555. Okay, so now we have another user Alina, his password is 5555. Let's check. We have to restart it so that the new data will be updated. Alina 5555. So login failed. So now it can see login success. So we need to change a little bit. We should not keep here login fail here because it will check each and every iteration. So we just need to do one thing. Success equals to false. First we need to make success equals to false. And if login success, we can make success equals to true. And in the last here you can see if not success, then only we will show this message. And this else is not required. Okay. giving us 5555 and login. You can see login success. So if we put any other value, then login failed. So everything is working perfectly. So if you have any doubt, you can make a comment and I will try to make you clear about that doubt. So this was the part 2 of this video. So now we can see how can we authorize the authorize the login part using the user interface made by this Pyqt5. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you think that this video have helped you anything, so you can subscribe the channel to get for more updates from this channel. Thank you.